Hey mathematicians, it's Justin again, and welcome back to our community market day. Mia and I were getting pretty hungry and decided to order some lunch from Sam's Stretched Subs. They're known for making extra long sandwiches that are perfect for sharing. We ordered one whole sandwich, but asked for it to be cut into 2 equal pieces. You're right, Mia. That does sound a lot like fractions. Speaking of which, we're going to share the sandwich equally. So, what fraction of the sandwich will Mia get? She'll get 1 of the 2 pieces, or 1/2 of the sandwich. And I'll get 1/2 of the sandwich too. Ooh, we're also meeting up with Mia's cousins, Tulip and Forest. It's a good thing Sam's Stretched Subs are known for being so huge. I think we'll even have enough to share with them, too. By the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to use number lines to show fractions, and you'll be able to identify any fraction on a number line. Have your guided notes ready, and let's take a bite out of fractions. We asked to have our sandwich cut into 2 equal pieces. So while Sam finishes making our sandwich, let's use fractions to keep track of our order. We don't have any pieces yet. How can we show that as a fraction? We have 0 of the 2 pieces, or 0 halves. Oh, Mia's sandwich piece is ready. So now what fraction of the sandwich do we have? We have 1 of the 2 pieces, or 1/2 of the sandwich. Oh, that was fast. Here comes my sandwich piece. Now what fraction of the sandwich do we have? We have 2 of the 2 pieces, or 2 halves of the sandwich. 0 halves, 1/2, and 2 halves. This way of labeling the pieces can help you keep track when counting them. And you know what this kind of reminds me of? A number line. But we normally use number lines to count whole numbers. Can we use them for fractions too? Let's add one beneath our sandwich and find out. Remember, a number line is a straight line that shows a range of numbers in order from least to greatest that you can use for counting. A number line is also another visual model we can use when working with fractions. It looks like this one has a mark at the start of our sandwich, a mark at the middle where our sandwich was cut, and a mark at the end of our sandwich. So, can fractions go on number lines? Well, a fraction is a number. It represents a piece or part of a whole. So let's try. When Sam first started making our sandwich, we had 0 halves. So where should that go? Right here, just before our first piece. Then Mia's sandwich piece arrived. What fraction belongs at this middle point of the number line? 1/2, exactly. And then my sandwich piece arrived, which means 2 halves belongs at the end of our sandwich. Oh, now who could that be? Hi, Tulip. Hi, Forrest. Glad you could make it. We just ordered one of Sam's Stretched Subs for lunch, but it's massive. Would you each like a piece? All right, mathematicians, time to slice some sandwich pieces. In your guided notes, show where we should cut the sandwich so we can have a total of 4 equal pieces. Cutting each half in half gives us 4 sandwich pieces. But wait, now our sandwich pieces don't match the number line. We need to add more marks. There's now 2 more marks where we made those extra cuts. Before, we had 0 halves, 1 half, and 2 halves, but that was when the sandwich had 2 pieces. Now there are 4 pieces. So how do we label the marks on this number line? We'll still have 0 at the start here, but now it's 0 of the 4 pieces, or 0/4. Then Mia's piece of the sandwich represents 1/4. And by placing Tulip's sandwich piece next to it, we now have 2/4 of the whole sandwich. Pause here to finish labeling the rest of the number line. Forrest's sandwich piece being placed next to the others shows us 3/4. And my sandwich piece completes the picture, making 4/4 or 1 whole sandwich. Oh, yes, our sandwich came with a pickle spear. Would anyone like to split this with me? Well, I guess Tulip doesn't like pickles. Let's make sure we cut the pickle spear into exactly 3 equal pieces. Then we could use the number line to count up the pieces. Pause to complete the number line in your guided notes. With 3 equal pieces, our number line includes 0/3 through 3/3. You guys are looking pretty hungry. Let's eat up. Oh, hey! Sam left us a bonus challenge under the plate. It says, if we can correctly solve his fraction puzzle lineup, we can turn it in for a free treat. Ooh. The first puzzle involves another one of Sam's famous sandwiches. This one's been cut into pieces, but the number line is missing its fractions. How many pieces has this number line been cut into? 5, which means our denominator will be 5. Pause and record the fractions that belong on this number line in your guided notes. Check your number line. It should show a range of numbers from 0/5 up to 5/5. Next in the puzzle lineup, we're shown what used to be a long piece of licorice and asked what fraction of it is left. It seems it was cut into 8 equal pieces, but some of them have been eaten. Using the information on the number line, can we solve the puzzle? Notice how there are still 5 pieces left, and the licorice goes up to the 5/8 fraction mark on the number line. That's because 5 of the 8 pieces are left. 5/8. Last puzzle. In this one, we see 1 whole churro that's been cut into pieces, but some of the pieces have been eaten. We need to figure out what fraction of the churro is left. This one's tricky. The number line doesn't have any fractions yet. Let's start by using what we've learned to label the number line. That should give us enough information to figure out what fraction of the churro is left. Pause and record your thinking in your guided notes. The number of spaces in the number line tells us this churro was cut into 6 equal pieces. So what's our denominator for these fractions? 6, right. We could start at 0 and count on to find out how much of the churro is left. 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6. Looks like 4/6 of the churro is left. We did it! So, what have we learned today, besides the fact that this sandwich situation has shown us that fractions can make lunchtime a delicious adventure? Well, now you know that number lines can be used to represent fractions by showing a range of numbers from 0 to 1 whole. You also know that number lines can be used to figure out fractions based on the number of spaces it has. Be sure to complete the practice questions and extension activities that go with this lesson to practice working with fractions and number lines. Tulip, Forrest, it was great seeing you both at the market today. Who knows who we'll run into next time? Remember, mathematicians, in math, as in life, practice makes progress. I'll see you next time.